Today we are taking a deep and detailed look at the 1977 United States of America quarter dollar, a classic American coin that circulated through countless hands and transactions during the late 20th century. While many people may remember it simply as everyday pocket change, collectors recognize it as an important part of the long-running Washington Quarter series and a fascinating piece of American monetary history. Issued by the United States of America, the 1977 D quarter was produced during a period when the quarter dollar remained one of the most heavily used denominations in the nation. These coins could be found everywhere, from grocery stores and restaurants to vending machines, banks, and public transportation systems. The D mint mark found on the coin indicates that it was struck at the famous Denver Mint. The Denver Mint has played a major role in producing American coinage for more than a century and continues to manufacture circulating coins for the nation. The 1977 D quarter belongs to the historic Washington Quarter series, which first appeared in 1932. Originally introduced to honor the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the design became a permanent feature of United States coinage. George Washington remains one of the most respected and influential figures in American history. His leadership during the American Revolution and his service as the first president helped establish many of the traditions and institutions that continue to shape the nation today. On the obverse side of the coin appears the familiar portrait of Washington. Generations of Americans have recognized this image, making it one of the most enduring designs ever used on United States currency. The portrait was designed by John Flanagan, whose artistic work has become a cornerstone of American coinage history. His design successfully captured both the dignity and strength associated with Washington's legacy. The obverse also features the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1977. These traditional elements help maintain continuity with earlier issues while reinforcing the values represented by American currency. The year 1977 was an interesting time in United States history. The nation was experiencing technological growth, economic challenges, and cultural changes that would help define the final decades of the 20th century. Coins like the 1977 D quarter quietly participated in daily life throughout this period. They moved from person to person, facilitating commerce and becoming part of countless ordinary moments. One of the defining features of the 1977 D quarter is its copper-nickel-clad composition. Unlike quarters produced before 1965, which contained significant amounts of silver, the 1977 issue was made using a copper core surrounded by outer layers of copper-nickel alloy. This composition was introduced to address rising silver prices and ensure that enough coins could be produced to meet the demands of a growing economy. The durability of the clad composition helped these quarters withstand years of circulation, allowing many examples to survive even after decades of use. On the reverse side of the coin appears one of the most recognizable symbols in American coinage, the majestic bald eagle. The eagle stands with its wings spread wide, projecting an image of strength, freedom, confidence, and national pride. This powerful design became closely associated with the Washington Quarter for generations. In its talons, the eagle holds a bundle of arrows and olive branches. These elements symbolize the nation's commitment to both defense and peace. Above the eagle appears the famous Latin motto E pluribus unum, which translates to out of many one. This phrase reflects the unity of the states that together form the United States. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar, clearly identifying both the country of issue and the denomination. Millions of 1977 D quarters were produced at the Denver Mint and distributed throughout the country. Because they were made in such large numbers, they became a common sight in circulation. Many of these coins spent decades in active use, accumulating scratches, contact marks, and signs of wear as they moved through countless transactions. Collectors often seek examples that retain strong details, attractive surfaces, and original mint luster. Such coins provide a glimpse of how the quarter appeared when it first left the mint. High-grade uncirculated specimens are particularly admired because they preserve the intricate details of both the portrait and eagle designs. Some collectors focus on building complete datand mint collections of Washington quarters, making the 1977 D issue an important part of their sets. Others search for unusual mint errors, striking varieties, or exceptionally preserved examples that stand out from typical circulated coins. The 1977 D quarter serves as an excellent educational coin for beginning collectors. It offers lessons about mint marks, clad coinage, grading, and the history of United States currency. Coins from this era also act as small historical artifacts, preserving a connection to the people, businesses, and communities that used them. Holding a 1977 D quarter today creates a tangible link to the late 1970s, a period of change, innovation, and growth in American society. The coin reminds us that even the most common pieces of currency can carry fascinating stories about history, economics, art, and national identity. Every surviving quarter has its own journey. Some remained in circulation for decades, while others were carefully saved by collectors who recognized their historical significance. The enduring popularity of the Washington Quarter series demonstrates the success of its design and the lasting appeal of its symbolism. Whether discovered in an old collection, inherited from a family member, or found in a forgotten jar of change, the 1977 D quarter remains an interesting and meaningful piece of American coinage. For collectors, historians, and enthusiasts alike, it offers a valuable glimpse into the everyday life and monetary history of the United States during the 1970s. Thank you for watching this detailed exploration of the 1977 D United States of America quarter dollar. Through its design, history, and connection to everyday American life, this coin continues to capture the interest of collectors around the world and stands as a lasting symbol of the rich heritage of United States coinage. Today we're taking a deep and fascinating look at the 1979 United States of America quarter dollar, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but carries a rich history and an important place in American coinage. For collectors and history enthusiasts, the 1979 quarter represents a unique snapshot of the United States during the final years of the 1970s, a decade filled with social, economic, and technological change. Issued by the United States of America, the 1979 quarter was produced for everyday circulation and became one of the most commonly used coins in the country. Millions of Americans carried quarters like this in their pockets, wallets, and purses, using them for daily purchases and transactions. The coin belongs to the famous Washington Quarter series, which first debuted in 1932. Originally created to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the design became so popular that it remained in circulation for decades. George Washington remains one of the most respected figures in American history. His leadership during the American Revolution and his role as the nation's first president helped shape the future of the United States and establish principles that continue to influence the country today. On the obverse side of the coin appears the familiar portrait of Washington. His image has become one of the most recognizable portraits ever featured on American currency. The portrait was designed by John Flanagan, whose artistic work has left a lasting legacy in the field of numismatics. His design successfully captures the dignity and strength associated with Washington's historical importance. The obverse also features the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1979. These traditional elements connect the coin to earlier generations of American currency and reinforce its national symbolism. By 1979, the quarter had become a vital part of everyday commerce. It was used in vending machines, public telephones, parking meters, laundromats, arcade games, and countless retail transactions. The year 1979 itself was a significant period in American history. The nation was experiencing rapid technological advances, changing economic conditions, and important cultural developments that would influence future generations. Coins like the 1979 quarter silently witnessed these changes as they circulated throughout the country. Every coin became part of thousands of everyday interactions and transactions. Unlike quarters minted before 1965, the 1979 quarter was struck using a copper-nickel clad composition. This composition consists of a copper core surrounded by outer layers of copper-nickel alloy. The clad composition was introduced to replace silver coinage after rising silver prices made silver coins impractical for everyday circulation. This change allowed the United States Mint to continue producing large quantities of coins efficiently. The durability of the clad composition helped ensure that quarters could remain in circulation for many years without excessive wear. On the reverse side of the coin appears the majestic American bald eagle, one of the most enduring symbols in United States coinage. The eagle is shown with its wings spread wide, representing freedom, strength, courage, and national pride. This iconic design remained on Washington quarters for many decades and became familiar to generations of Americans. In its talons, the eagle holds arrows and olive branches. These symbols represent the nation's readiness to defend itself while maintaining a commitment to peace. Above the eagle appears the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. This phrase emphasizes the unity of the states that together form the United States. The reverse also includes the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar, clearly identifying the issuing nation and denomination. Millions of 1979 quarters were struck and distributed across the country. Their widespread circulation means that many examples remain available to collectors today. Because these coins were used extensively, many surviving specimens show signs of wear, including scratches, contact marks, and reduced luster. Collectors often seek examples that retain sharp details and original mint brilliance. Such coins provide a glimpse into how the quarter appeared when it first left the mint. Uncirculated examples are especially attractive because they preserve the fine details of both the portrait and reverse design. Some collectors focus on building complete sets of Washington quarters, making the 1979 issue an important addition to their collections. Others enjoy searching for mint errors, unusual varieties, or particularly well-preserved examples that stand out from typical circulated coins. The 1979 quarter is an excellent coin for beginning collectors because it is widely available, historically interesting, and easy to study. Coins like this serve as miniature historical artifacts. They provide a direct connection to the past and preserve elements of the era in which they were produced. Holding a 1979 quarter today creates a tangible link to a time when disco music filled dance floors, personal computers were beginning to emerge, and the world was rapidly changing. Every quarter carries its own story. Some traveled through thousands of transactions across decades of circulation, while others were carefully preserved by collectors. The Washington Quarter series remains one of the most beloved and recognizable coin series in American history because of its enduring design and historical significance. The combination of Washington's portrait and the powerful eagle reverse helped establish the quarter as a lasting symbol of American identity. Whether discovered in a coin collection, inherited from a family member, or found in circulation, the 1979 quarter continues to capture the attention of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. For many people, coins like this provide a fascinating way to explore history through objects that were once part of everyday life. The 1979 quarter reminds us that even common pocket change can hold important stories about the nation, its people, and its history. Thank you for watching this detailed exploration of the 1979 United States of America quarter dollar. Through its design, history, and connection to a remarkable era, this coin remains an enduring symbol of American heritage and continues to inspire interest among collectors around the world.